Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So today, all four of the precious metals took a big beating out of what happened with Jerome Powell raising interest rates 25 basis points. And there's some discussion about the continued fight with inflation and also the potential of the Fed's pivoting and all that. And so it really shook up the market. So the nominal price, right, in US dollars of the precious metals crashed, and it's very discouraging to a lot of investors. It's great news for me because I'm looking at the long run of things. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about cost-benefit analysis, because there's a lot of confusion with cost-benefit analysis, not just in the financial market, but in life in general. So as you guys know, the theme of my life in recent times has been making bismuth art. Here's a Buddha with some crystals that I recently made. This one I wanted to keep. I sold some at an art show earlier tonight, and I promised myself after the art show I'm going to take a vacation away from the bismuth art, because there are some other life goals that I had made for the year, including go out to look for my significant other. And unfortunately, I've kind of learned the hard way that time that I spent making bismuth art is time that I'm not spending looking for my significant other, and vice versa, right? And so I had a difficulty with my other job of I do tutoring. I work at a tutoring center. I sometimes do one-off private tutoring as well. I had a difficult time because when I first moved to the Phoenix area, I really wanted to get my foot in the door, and I was working 6 days a week, and I really liked my work, but it felt like I was on this never-ending spin cycle, if you will. And oh my God, I just want to step off that ride for a second, and just whirling and whirling and finally I lost it. And one Saturday, I was with the students, and I think it was mid-December, and I really wanted to find out what their schedules were like during the Christmas and New Year holiday, because I really needed a 2-day weekend at some point. And my center director overheard me talking to the students about this, and she thought it was kind of not so appropriate to talk to the students about the scheduling, but eventually we worked out something with scheduling. And one of my colleagues was also working like too many days, so he was working 5 days, but he wanted to work 4. So we switched things around to make it both work out, even though we would have to tutor subjects that we were not so fluent with. We figured it was better to be more well rested, and it gave us a chance to pick up some new training. But unfortunately, I discovered I still wasn't happy because I really missed my Saturday students. You got to understand, the kids who will come to tutoring on Saturday are motivated to learn. They're not the kind of kids who have to be dragged in on a Wednesday afternoon, who are kicking and screaming in the car, right? A very different genre of students. Now, the other day, my colleague he had COVID actually, and I had to go there on Saturday. It's okay if it's once in a while, I mean. But I went there and I had a really great Saturday because the student really didn't get much out of my colleague. So that was great. I hadn't seen that student for a month and a half at that point, and it gave me a nice warm fuzzy feeling. But at the same time, I really need my to catch my breath. So it just goes to show that everything comes with a cost, right? Now I got to point out something with both the bismuth art and the tutoring and the wanting to go look for my significant other. The cost of something is not the dollars or the time or any of those things. It's the human potential of what else can be done, right? The cost of making bismuth art is potentially going out to meet my future partner, right? The cost of not doing the tutoring, the benefit of not having Saturday is that I become more well rested. I might be a better employee on Monday morning, but the cost is the loss of the connectivity with the students, the nice warm fuzzy feelings, and some income which I could then use to make bismuth art, right? That's the real benefit and cost, right? The dollars and the hours are just measuring sticks that we could use to compare these two. I want to point that out because people get so fixated on how many dollars buy an ounce of silver. No, it's what you have to put aside in order to buy that ounce of silver, and what that ounce of silver is going to entail in the future, right? The dollars are just a measuring stick. Don't get lost on that.